Okay, I'll call this meeting to order. It's Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. It is 1:30 p.m. and we're here to review allocations of ARPA funds for the chillers. And I will turn it over to our clerk.
So we got an email at the end of May from the U.S. Department of Treasury, that in 23 there was a finding from Tony, the auditor, and the county approved a contract to be paid with federal awards without the 2CFR 200.320B formal procurement methods. As the contract exceeds the use of that number, informal procurement methods result in question costs totaling $431,191. That money was used to buy the chillers.
Okay, and this was 2022 is when the purchase occurred, and so the auditor for 2023 caught that.
And it's in our book. If you look back into the book he gives us at the end of the year, after an audit,
I saw that.
that finding is in there.
Yep.
However, nothing was ever said, so we figured that it was going to be fine. He turned it in. Colleen and made the procurement book up, took the classes, trained some of the BOCC, so we had a place and where to start from, an action plan from then. So then we had a couple different things that we could do. They wanted to know if we recovered the funds or reallocated the funds, or are we going to turn the funds back over to the U.S. Treasury?
Okay.
So
how are we going to reallocation is what?
Okay. So
would you look at the reallocation so that we're not giving money back, or?
Right. Yes. So we are going to reallocate it. So we took it from the chillers, and then instead of putting it towards chillers, we're going to put it towards payroll.
Okay.
So October, November, and then another $5,000 December, and we chose to do it in current expense in 1/7.
Okay.
For reasonings that we just picked one department, and they're the most expensive, so we didn't have to do so many months worth.
Yeah.
It was just like try to get it together.
Okay.
So we did their payroll, their overtime, temp wages, holiday work, retirement, Social Security, medical, and dental is what it went to. So
and that was part of the original ARPA, because it was
right. So I went through, and that's why this has taken so long, because I wasn't in when all that happened.
Yeah.
That's a 3-ring binder, a 3-inch 3-ring binder full.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of reading and dissecting and calling other people, and so I am with the understanding that this will be all right to do.
Okay.
And I guess if it's not all right to do,
they'll let us know.
They'll let us know, and we'll go back to
the
drawing board to see that maybe I misread on what could it be reallocated to. But from what I understand, reallocation was the PPE, water, sewer, infrastructure, and payroll and benefits.
Okay, and that was the easier part, because we didn't have to, the payroll and benefits, we wouldn't have to do the complete procurement, because that was part of it.
Right. That's right.
So basically what we're doing is we're not really funding payroll, we're just using it.
We're just switching it.
We're switching it
We're
around.
just switching it.
Because
so the chillers then are being paid
from what?
from current expense capital.
Yep.
So that's how we just did that.
Okay.
So everything's paid for. No money has really left. It's all the same money. We just moved it from here to here.
Yep.
And this is now getting paid from this department. We just switched departments.
Okay.
Or
So
funds.
you need
we need a
motion.
resolution.
A resolution? Okay.
I would think.
Yeah.
To reallocate it. And I didn't know if you wanted a copy of the originals and how we're reallocating it.
Yeah, if that would be fine. We just provide us with a copy of that, and then
How
Sydney can
about
do a
if
resolution.
I scan it and email it to you?
Okay.
How's that instead
Okay.
of printing off all of this?
Okay.
Okay.
So does it? When do we have to have this?
Today.
Today. Okay. So we'll vote on it today, and then.
It actually
You'll go ahead and
needs
do
to
it.
be done by tomorrow.
Okay. So
But
let's do it today.
I'd like to get it, if we could get it at the end of, but it has to be done. So.
Yeah, we'll vote on it today. I would entertain I'll just make a motion that we approve the reallocation of funds in the amount of
$1,191.
191 no cents. Okay, so I'll redo it. I would motion to reallocate the funds for $431,191 that were paid out for the chiller from the ARPA funds
In 2023.
in 2023 to reallocate that into
Payroll expense.
expense. Okay.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Did you want to in your resolution, did you want to put that the original expense moved to the capital expense? I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
want
you can do that in resolution. We can.
I mean, I can try to draft something. I think it might be good to ask legal to
Okay.
review.
Well,
right?
that's kind of what we had written down, what they wanted.
Okay.
So we're following suit with their language.
Okay. Okay.
Could you repeat that, Lori? I'm sorry. The original.
It's kind of all at the top and at the bottom of.
And I can help you with the look
Okay.
at that. So. Okay. Any other public comment?
Just, what did you say, 430? 430?
$431,191.
Well, if I looked this up when I seen it, the chillers themselves were, for the sheriff's office in here was 640,000.
I have it down when I went through.
That was probably a rough estimate, I'll bet. Was that in the minutes?
Yeah, that's
It's in the
right.
minutes.
Yeah.
So it was paid out to Control Solutions,
Right.
and I am more than happy to make a copy of this so you can look at these.
And that is for both buildings.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the sheriff's office alone was supposed to be like 60,000, and then when they combined the two together, they gave them a better deal, and that's how they tried to get around the procurement. And I knew at that time it wasn't right. And just to make the speech, this procurement's been in effect since 19, I think, or 18.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in this room wasn't here before.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should know it. And there is federal procurement in it too.
Mm-hmm.
This shouldn't be happening. I've seen it done since you guys have been in, and it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my speech.
Okay. Appreciate it. Okay. Anything else further? Got any other? Nothing? Okay. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.